Welcome to JCCR Racing, where we are testing out the best cars for the weekly races that are non-meta cars. We'll cover what the best cars are, and then we'll cover what the best cars that aren't what everyone is using are. So we've tried a few just starting out last night, but the Toyota Supra and Genesis are at the top, and that means I do suspect the BMW to get up there. Now, oddly enough, let's see up here. Let's go up to the global ranking. Sorry, those were our friends. Let's see, we got Genesis, we got Toyota Supra, and I suspect the BMW is going to make an appearance in the top 50 sometime soon. But I have a feeling that, and these are the overpowered meta cars, I have a feeling that we can get good results with the Ferrari or the AMG. The AMG is a lot more solid for when taking hits from other cars. So if you don't want to use the Toyota Supra, you're at the right place. We're also going to be talking just racecraft, how to take on a new track that you don't know much about. Well, first of all, you can take it on and not have a whole lot of overslide or slide out by having traction control too. So if you're already trying out a new track, well, good idea to take something you're consistent with. So at least you have, a few known factors. Remove the wild variables, and you can run the car on traction control 2, because, well, if you don't know the track, you're going to be braking and accelerating last minute and at the wrong point. So having traction control on 2 or even 3 will really help. If you're very confident with the car you're using, traction control down to 0, but there's no point in spinning out every lap and getting frustrated just because you're trying to race with, the mode that the A+ drivers tell you to race in. Yes, eventually you got to get down to traction control 0 to be fast eventually, but you don't have to do it right off. Take those goals, take the big goal and break it down into little manageable goals, because there's nothing more frustrating and leading to rage quitting when you try to take on the full goal the same way a pro would, all in one shot, instead of breaking it up into actual manageable small goals. Hey, you're doing the small goals, you're still working up and building up towards the ultimate goal. So right now, the Ferrari here, we can definitely drive it on traction control 1. It's a car I know, and I don't know the track, so I'm going to play it a little safer, because there I probably would have spun out on traction control 1 or been very close. Now, know your car. I've been short shifting, somewhat, almost short shifting the Ferrari 458. I need to over rev this. Hey, yeah, Ricky, Res Racer Cheeky, welcome to the show. Thanks for making it in, man. Super Doofus, thank you for making it in with the Vulcan salute. The live long and prosperous. Philness GT making it in as well. My goodness, we're getting quite the crew of experienced drivers. And folks, don't forget, check out their YouTube channels, but also turn on the live chat. Oh my goodness, I've just been working like crazy. I will film this, go and answer lead pencil right after this race. I'm sorry about that. Nothing deliberate on my part. It's just on my PS network. I don't have it connected with my phone. It doesn't just pop up. And I've been doing some pretty big shifts. So sorry about that. I am gonna check in right after this. Hey Trevor, welcome, man. Thank you for making it in. So let's try one more lap with the Ferrari. Thank you very much, Philness GT. I will get back to him right after this race. I just don't want to quit out alive right off, even though I feel like I should, but I don't want to insult more. Damage is already done. But love that you're throwing out the race long and prosperous, Super Doofus. Woo! So Ferrari, I think I need to work on it more to get down to a 151. So I'm going to try with the AMG, because I know the Ferrari isn't the best at taking a hit. It's got incredible turn-in. It's got great acceleration when it comes to slow and medium turns. It's not the fastest on the straightaways, so I'm going to take a car that I think, I have a suspicion, is a little faster on the straightaways, because there are 2 straightaways on this and then 2 wild S turns. So let's jump into the garage here, grab the AMG. So we're going through testing out, I'm not too worried about having my status go down and not be, get kicked out of C as I have twice in the past before. I like to try out cars, so to save you time, you watch, you make friends, you chat in the live stream, and in the process, I try out cars for you, give you feedback from the perspective of a beginner or intermediate driver, depending on the track. Mercedes, not too often used here. We do want to try the Corvette. So brake balance to 3 with so we can trail brake with the AMG, because this is definitely a turn to trail brake in, get on the brakes last minute and trail brake to the apex. And it's not the only one either. And the trail braking I find is key to getting faster on this race, because I can do zero trail braking and get a really slow 155, or trail brake and with little experience get a 151. Hoping to bring that down to about 148. Okay, so the Ferrari, a lot more turn-in rate there. So yeah, supposed to finish at 5 tonight, but I never have a whole lot of never have a whole lot of control over when I actually finish. So finished an hour and a half later than when I was supposed to, and I can't avoid that. So during the week, I have kind of an unpredictable, wild schedule where I might work 54 hours and I might work 60 hours. I might get to eat lunch or supper. I might work, 11 or 12 hours without taking a break. Hey, Luis Souza, good evening, my friend. Thank you for making it to the live stream. Speaking of live stream, I always remind people to turn it on. You get tips and tricks from really great drivers, all the way to drivers, A+ drivers, all the way to drivers like myself. And I'm going to go turn this on, get into the live stream myself. So you'll see me commenting as Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. That's the real world channel that we have, where we have a 2017 GT350. So howdy, folks. Oh, Luis Sosa, that is so nice. That's very kind of you. Thank you for sharing some kindness. Aussie Pug, what is up, mate? Oh, thank you so much, Aussie Pug. Good luck washing the pugs. Ozzy is an absolute legend. He's built all our liveries. That or his girlfriend, Cheeky Girl, if I recall. So you can check those liveries out by clicking JCCROP. That's JCCROP in the content search. And you'll see all the liveries that Aussie Pug has made for the JCCR Racing. And if you want to be part of the JCCR Racing team, all you got to do is ask. And if I say A-OK, well, then you'll be joining myself and others, JCCR Jay Rizzo, JCCR Super Doofus, and others. We're a racing team, playing together, hanging out together. So yeah, let's get the brake controller on. I've chosen the AMG just because I got booted off I got kind of beaten up the last couple of races here. Yes, and Philness, don't forget to put a link to your YouTube channel as well. Now having the radar, very helpful. You can see the AMG having pretty decent acceleration. The Ferrari has some of the best acceleration in the game, but is a little slow on the long straights. It's not its specialty. Avoided a little accident there, and it's going to pay off. Clean, safe driving is getting us actually near the top of the pack. We're above the middle now. So having a solid car in tight races like this, where there's spear you into another stratosphere turns. Ooh, I'll pick up a time penalty likely there. Of course, Philness, you're a great racer and a good friend, so glad to support your channel. So here we are testing out the Mercedes. I haven't seen too much, well, I haven't seen at all this car on the track, but I think because it's solid, like right there, he tried to take us off the track, solid, no issues. AMG's very solid, even though I've turned active stability off. A little harder to drive, so whereas I can do the 911 and the Ferrari in traction control 1, got to do it in 2 on this one. Nice going through the S turns. I think the Corvette's going to be fantastic here. People are just glued to that Toyota Supra. Okay, so that is a very fast, the last turn on the track is a very fast turn. I didn't realize that last night, so this is really going to help out. It does help that I have publicity on the back of the windshield. Who needs to see back there? Oh, big clown racing double crash. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, and I clowned through. I was busy watching that accident and not paying attention to my brake points. There you go. That's what happens if you text and drive, drink and drive, or just get distracted. Yeah, it's this track is something to get used to because the turns do not look aggressive at all. They look like nice, easy turns you can take quickly, and that is not the case whatsoever. So I'm going to actually need to turn this on here. Sorry, not the power, but the actual track. I need to know what's coming up. I don't have this track memorized yet. Let's see how this does on the straights. Let's see, where do we brake here? And let me know in the comments. You guys know more than I do about this track, so let me know where the brake points are for the turns, and I will follow your advice. Very solid anyways going through there. Ferrari, Lamborghini 911. Those elevated curbs can be quite problematic, so I guess because I don't know the track or not well enough, I just got to go back to the basics. So try at 100, trail brake to the apex. Brake controller on 3, so I can always, if I have to do some corrective braking past the apex as well. All right, so we got to start learning our brake points. Got to try it out here. Let's see, 150, 150. And 150 is good. We could have been just after 150. Little spin in first, but traction control 2 saves us from spinning out and going towards the wall. Okay, so this is a full pedal to the metal, accelerator to the floor, turn, and then coming up we've got a sharp one. Let's see, at the just before that little dead grass spot, and no, that's still too late for the braking. Went in hot, and hot is slow. Got to go in slow, come out fast, so go in slow. Missed the apex by a mile, so we really got to get to the apex. There we go. At the apex, much faster than the last lap. So starting to learn that turn. You can just remember where on the track it is. I should be short shifting this AMG. Race B, yeah. This is this week's race B. I can't say you know, I can't say I don't like it. I just don't have enough experience to make a proper judgment call here. $75-ish last corner. Thank you very much, Doofus. I've got 2 more laps to test that out on. Thank you. 75 miles per hour. Yeah, once you really know a track, you've got it memorized, and you start playing around with, okay, 75, 70 miles per hour, 75, and you build up. Took that oddly. We didn't lose too much time. It certainly wasn't the fast way around that first turn. Okay, let's try that. Oh, at the 75 meter sign. Thank you for braking. I was thinking 75 miles per hour, so I tried, but it was a little too hot for me. Between the 100 and the 50. Perfect. Thank you, Super Doofus. Fantastic tip. Really appreciate it, buddy. Really appreciate it, my friend. All right, so here, 75-ish. Still had space, probably more like 80 miles per hour. Made it through clean, so maybe we'll might actually take a spot on the straightaway. Mustang will certainly spin out or crash into a crowd at some point soon. Yeah, race long and prosper, love it. All right, last lap. Hopefully we got pieced enough together. Slow 153. Oh, that's unfortunate, Luis. I hope you stay better. Apex last corner, fantastic. Yeah, I gotta hunt the apex here. Yeah, I can't go through on 75 there at the 75 mark, at least not for how I have the brakes set up on this car. I need to start probably there at 100. Thank you, Philness, very much for sharing Lewis's channel. Marker is too early. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I won't be immediately trying it again. Okay, the 75 marker was for that turn, and that was just the right braking spot, it would seem. I just needed to let go of the throttle going through the second part of that turn. So I'll make mistakes. I'll make mistakes that you'll never see the pros make, but I'll make mistakes and I'll say why I made them so that you don't make the same mistakes I make. Let me make the mistakes for everyone. All right, let's see what I missed here in the chat.
Help each other out. You got this. My tips came from Lead Pencil.
Awesome, Philness. Thank you for helping people out. Thank you for. I want this to be a live chat, live stream where we share some kindness. We share, you know, we're all here to learn and grow. So let's learn and grow together. Let's make some friends in the process. Thank you very much, Ricky Rez Racer. Very much appreciate the kindness. All right, so my D rating definitely went down on that race. Still off.
Buttons, cheers.
All right, now, any suggestions? Let me know. But we're in a test period here. So select from garage.
Thumbs up.
Let's try out the Corvette on this track, and I am looking forward to the 911, but it's a very commonly used car, whereas the Corvette, not so much. Have we even crossed one yet? I don't think we have. So let's get these racing medium tires on, because GT7 knows we love to play the mechanic. All right. Let's, since I'm still wondering where the heck am I going. I wish our friends' videos could be up because I'd like to follow someone that's a little faster than me without having to go to someone who's a lot faster than me. Thank you very much, Philness GT, for the support. Any idea where the brake balance should be on the Corvette? Just let me know. I'm all about listening, learning, and growing together. Oh, that felt really good in this car. Have to see how it takes those S curves. Yeah, that felt really good going in. I'll try to have a little bit more. I'd like to set it up, the brake controller on my steering wheel here, so I can play around with it depending on the turn. Philness, you had talked to me about doing that. I think that's a fantastic idea you had. Because I'd like to probably be at brake balance 5 for the last turn of the race, but for these S's, I want to get that coming off a straightaway. I want to have maximum braking, so I'd probably be better off at 0. There's not a whole lot of space anyways to brake to the apex here. Great car, loving it. I'm loving it. Love the car. Let's try it now on 1. Lots of, all these straights that we come off at a high speed on. Through the S's really well. I'm pretty sure we'll beat the 151.6 that I previously had. This is a great car for beginners on this track. Try to push it more in that last turn, but still nonetheless very easy to control and drive this track with this car. So now let's do a hot lap. Now that I know what the car is going to give me, I think 0.1 to the rear is fine. Now the C7 Corvette does fantastic, Ricky Rez Racer. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Just got to get back on the accelerator quick. Got to put on my big boy pants on. Ooh, went off a little there. Hope the track will still count the lap. Oh, that's not going to help the lap time. Whoa, can't believe that it didn't slow down more than that in the gravel. Surprised and pleased. Trying to get back on the throttle sooner. I got too much on the curb and just kind of lost control at that point. Trains is in. Hey, Trains. Good to see you, man. Thanks, Trains. I appreciate that. As Super Doofus would say, throw out the Vulcan salute. Live long and prosperous. Live long and prosper. Or race long and prosper, as Super Doofus says. Love it. Hey, Squirrel 86. I'm good. I've been a little overworked. Came in an hour and a half later than I'm supposed to from work. I've got a surprise schedule these days. I hope you're well, Squirrel 86. Let us know what you've been up to. What have you been driving here on this track? More and faster. Absolutely, Super Doofus. I struggle with this track. I definitely struggle with this track. Yeah, definitely struggle. 152. Well, we won't have time to switch into a third car. I was hoping to now switch into the Porsche 911, but I kind of lost track of the counter. But let's at least go find out how the Corvette takes a hit. Will we get speared into another stratosphere with another clown class racing, or will this thing be solid and not get pushed around? Go straight into the car settings. We'll come over and brake control. Let's do it at 2. Anyone have suggestions for the Corvette? Let me know. I have no problem switching up and trying out people's suggestions. Unless you'd say like -5. I don't want to be all about front brakes.
Saluting face I square ERR 86 lira.
All right. Well, really nice to have the usual suspects in the chat, even though I started up a little earlier tonight to be able to spend just a little bit of time with the wife before she goes to bed. So we're going to start off near the back of the pack. Let's see if we can get up there. Our lap times have been slow, but sometimes just safe, smart racing will get you a nice, decent 5th, 6th, or 7th. Even though you're at this point, what am I? Running consistent 152, so 3-4 seconds slower than the top time. And I will keep the course map on. I'm more worried about the course. It's rare, this rarely ever happens, but honestly right now I'm more worried about the course surprising me than other drivers. I know that's wild because this is the clown class. Chaotic Mario Kart, Twisted Metal, Demolition Derby with a little bit of sim racing. Gran Turismo 7 Racing. Beautiful livery from our mate Aussie Pug over in Australia. Someone seems to... You just squirreled. John Public, which is not me, gives us a little tap on the straightaway, but nothing too violent. Went off track. Did he get hit? Did he go there on his own? pedal to the metal through here. I lift it off, and that's going to slow us down a little, create a bit of a gap. Oh, he came in to take us out hard, but the game ghosted us. We actually got through there better than usual. Oh, this thing is perfect with the brake balance, how we have it set up. I have to remember that. I think it's on 1, and it's just perfect. Super smooth through these turns. This is going to be a quick lap for online traffic racing. Don Snoopy, you got better respect to Don up ahead. So, hey, we're doing a thing. We're in 6th. We started in 12th. We're 6 positions ahead, and the first lap isn't done. This is shaking out and starting out to be exciting first lap. Jeez, this could be a very exciting race. Whoa, big crashing, double takeout. Yeah, they're driving out here like they've eaten too much Taco Bell, and they got to get to a toilet real fast. They're driving like they've got explosive something. Loving the Corvette, loving it. Liking it more than the AMG here. I feel it has a little bit better turning on these slow and medium turns. And it's good on the straights. I find it's quite nice on the straights. Sounds good. American V8. It's not the high-tech flat plane crank version of the C8, and that's not on the base C8. Your flat plane crank V8 is on the high end, what is it, the Z06 Corvette? I used a little too much curb, jumping the apex. Oh, this thing's beautiful in these medium speed turns. I missed the apex there by a mile, and that is an air, folks. Don't repeat that. As tempting as it is to go in pretty quick, but then you're braking at the wrong point. I need to slow down before the apex, not during and after. But we're in 4th. This is huge improvement. But there's a lot of cars behind us, a lot of people chasing us down here, and I've got a lot of room for error. And yes, I have the training wheels on. Those markers are kind of helping. At this point, I'm starting to know the track at 70%. You know, I know pretty much where the turns are coming out. I don't have my brake points down or my acceleration points down, but I've got, you know, a rough drawing of the track in my head, and could definitely be driving without the markers. Man, I'm happy to be racing with you guys tonight. So glad you're in, trying out different cars with you all. Gotta let go of the brake, I guess, at some point. Hope for the best. Now we've got someone right on us. Will he resist the urge to take us out? He did. We got a clean racer with us. We are lucky. We got a gentleman behind us. That was pretty good because we made it to the apex, and there was a crash out, so the car that was right behind us followed us in, and it looks like his car did not like taking that elevated curb, and it slid him out. But this thing is a beast on the elevated curbs. It's excellent. Oh, and it's just amazing through those S turns. Dev, howdy ho. Oh, Dev always gives out pro advice. Just absolute fantastic. Super Doofus, thank you for the reminder to focus. Yes, absolutely. At the 100 here. And there you can get on the throttle pretty early, surprisingly. Now, Corvette, is this a short shifter? I would think so, because I believe it's still a pushrod engine. It's old V8 tech, or tech that's been around for a very long time. Whew. Engine braking is great. So we actually got in a race, brought our time down by 0.3. So that 151.3 is now my fastest lap. I know, embarrassing, but when you're taking on new challenges and working on attaining new skills, you gotta live with your ego outside of your head and just work on getting better. That's gotta be your focus. Small, achievable goals. We're in third. We're doing a thing. We're holding podium for now. Let's try to keep it that way. So yeah, no wonder Super Duper said focus. It's a podium and it's only Tuesday night. Jumping that curve, I'm not sure if it's the greatest thing because you get a little less traction when it's 2 wheels or 3 wheels on the track. Oh yeah, gaining speed from the car behind. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Great point. We can watch that over on the left. Shows us how many seconds we're to second. 5.3 seconds, and the car behind us 3.5. Now, anyone remember if the Corvette where its peak shifting point is at? 3.2, yeah, he's catching up. Third, he's catching up. Oh, now he's, 3.9, so I guess we went through there just that turn just a little quicker than the 4th place behind us. Try to follow the tire marks as they usually offer one of the better possible lines. Lots of ways through a turn, including eating the wall. Ooh, missed the apex there and paid for it, but at least we're not out in the gravel. Could have been worse. 4.3, 4 seconds. Yeah, we did not... the car behind us took that last turn a lot better than us because they just gained 0.4 seconds. Alright, we just gained a bit of time. Tiny bit of time, so we did the last turn a little bit better than the car behind us. Still exactly the same distance to second. Alright, we won't get kicked out for being too slow. I think we can call it at this point. We did a thing! It is done! 3rd place, we picked up a podium at the beginning. Not night one. Last night was a complete write-off, a disaster. And second place, Don Snoopy got a 1 second or 1 minute penalty. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Oh, he got a 1 second penalty, so it was 5.3 second lead, or 5.8 turned into a 4.8 lead. Yes, thank you very much, guys, for the encouragement. Thank you for the help and the tips. And I gotta call this out. Let's see how it shook out with that 1 second or 1 minute tip. Penalty. 10 toes down, right on. Double Canadian podium. I didn't notice that. Let's go check that out. There's the racing suit made by Aussie Pug. Making the best designs on the internet. Alright, so yeah, there we go. We got a Canadian up here. Cloud Riddle. Congratulations, and in an off. model car, a non-meta, non-OP car. So congratulations for doing it in the Jaguar F-Type. In second, RX Vision. So the Mazda, another off-brand. Corvette. Take care. Have a great sleep, trains. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us, hanging out with the friends here in the buddy basement, as I call it, trying to have that 1990s, 2000s basement gaming lifestyle here, because consoles used to play 4 or even 8 people. And we got JCCR. That's us right here, picking up a third. So we did it. We made it before the end of the week. So 0 to hero, or beginner to winner, already getting there. And we've got Pacelli in fourth. I love seeing that the top of the pack here, all safety ratings went up. Too bad here we got safety ratings going down. And in some meta cars here, the Genesis. 911's up here on the list. I have a feeling, come back tomorrow night. We're going to try out the 911 probably around 9 o'clock, because tomorrow night I actually work until 8. I get home around 8:30, then I eat supper, so I should be getting on around 9:30. We'll try out the 911, see what we can do, but the Corvette is going down as a great car for this race. Thank you so much to those that suggested it last night. You know who you are, so call yourself out. Remind everyone that the Corvette happened because of you. I know Aussie Pug was one of them, but thank you so much, folks. Thank you for being here. Truly blessed to have such great racers coming in, and that we're all learning and growing together. Don't forget, if you're watching this on replay, you can still turn on live stream and see the live stream comments as they happened, because the people that come into this live have a wondrous amount of experience and are really getting me to be a much better driver. They'll help you get up to be a much better driver, and then I'm just here to be the tool that puts all their advice down onto the track, and to prove that you can be a beginner or an intermediate racer and still have a lot of fun online. So sim racing doesn't have to be frustrating and difficult. It can be fun and easy when you apply basic race skills. So basic racecraft, I cover that part. And then we've got the live stream for giving us tips on braking points, acceleration points, traction control talk, brake control talk. So folks, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I wish you all more cars and more power, and hope you get to put the pedal to the metal on a car that you love sometime real soon. If it's not in the real world, in a sim racer, I own 2 Porsche 911s. I own a 2017 GT350. I own a 2024 Ford F-150 Tremor, a 1991 Toyota MR2 JDM, right-hand drive. And if you don't believe me, yeah, no, I can understand. But check out Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, where those cars are. And I'm saying all that to say, sim racing, even if you own some pretty decent cars, sim racing is still incredible, a lot of fun, and a great tool to help you become a better, smarter, wiser racer, and help you fine-tune that brain muscle, which is all about, attaining your goals, managing your goals, breaking them up into actually attainable little goals, while still occasionally focusing on the big goal. So stay along for the ride, join the ride, maybe even join the JCCR racing team, but stay along for the ride as we work on our goal to go from 0 to hero to one day make it to the A-League. We're taking it little mini goal by mini goal, so join us, all about goal attainment here, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Godspeed, everybody.